Hello, motivators. It is a pleasure to see you again back in this online meeting with Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club. We are an English public speaking community. And before we continue, please remember this meeting etiquette. Please dress and talk properly because the official session is recorded. Whenever possible, turn on your video to share enthusiasm. And also mute your microphone unless it is your turn to speak. And we also have Zoom naming guide. If you are a guest, put G before your name. If you perform specific roles, specify in your name so we can call you faster, we can spotlight you faster, and so on. For more info, you can visit hailing.me/motivators. Let's start with why. Why do we exist? We are searching for valuable skills, and we obtain that. Being competent speaker can add our value. Furthermore, we can hone our public speaking skills for specific purposes. And even we can learn and practice in a structured approach. And we can do it in the long run, like a marathon. Because we believe that although a full day workshop is insightful, but it is not enough for us. Because public speaking is a long-term journey. And we also believe in the power of network. We can empower each other with growth mindset. We can learn faster from others' experiences because we don't really need to reinvent the wheel. It is a long history. Since 22 years ago, this community was co-founded by Mr. Wardiman Joyonegoro, former minister, and also Mr. Budiharjo Hadisurjo. And we are gladly still connected across the generations. We are also part of Toastmasters International with various privileges inside the international organization, especially about the curriculum. We have pathways, which offer specialized modules, and even certificates for members. And even we are eligible to join tiered speech contest every year, from the club area and advancing to the larger scope. Pathways itself is like a major in university. What kind of public speaker that you aspire to be? We have specific major for specific aspirations. And it is not a block. I mean, if we choose one major, we can still have elective modules from other majors. So the opportunities are limitless. We can craft our skills specifically for our aspirations. And our regular meeting consists of 3 main agendas as typical Toastmaster setup. The prepared speech, when our registered members can deliver speech based on the designated curriculum. The table topics, when any one of us, either member or guest, and even first timer, you can try to speak spontaneously within 1 until 2 minutes regarding the topic that is presented. And later, we also have evaluation because we believe that there is always room for improvement. We are never perfect. Even if we feel that we are majorly improved, there is always room for another improvement. So the prepared speakers from the first session will be evaluated by individual evaluators, and the meeting in general will be evaluated by a team of role takers. So we have wide network of diverse background from various levels and sectors. We have creative meeting setups with engaging team. We can be motivational, heartwarming, and even humorous. Mostly our setups are professional because our main target are young professionals in Jakarta. But we are also open to any one of you guys to attend this meeting. And we can also apply creativity by various roles and additional agenda. We can also be humorous. And we perform the midweek schedule because we believe that weekend is for leisure healing, guys. And you can find out more on hailing.me/motivators. So I hope you enjoy the meeting session. I will also send the meeting agenda soon, and I will give the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting who will lead the whole meeting session for tonight. And our Toastmaster of the meeting is Toastmaster Reza Mardian. The time is yours.
Yay! Hi, fellow motivators. Wow, my face is so big. Okay, tonight I have the privilege to be the Toastmaster of the meeting. So for those of you who just come to Toastmasters meeting and wondering what Toastmaster of the meeting is, it's basically like an MC. So my primary job is to make sure to open the meeting and to also guide you through the whole agenda. So just a few clarifications though. I think that our club president, Toastmaster Hans, did mention that usually the structure of the meeting started from prepared speaking, table topic speaking, and then evaluation. But I think tonight there's going to be slight changes because I was informed that we don't have prepared speaking. Am I correct, Toastmaster Hans?
Yes, no prepared speaker for tonight, so we will have more table topics.
Fantastic.
I've sent the agenda.
In that case, okay, there you go. That's the agenda. So after opening, what we're going to experience is basically straight to the table topic, and it will not led by me. It will be led by Toastmaster Hans himself as a table topic master, basically like the game master to lead you table topic. Table topic is an impromptu, a 2-minute speech where everyone are encouraged to join, especially guest, so that you can experience what being a Toastmaster really is. I will let Toastmaster Hans explain later on in his specific session. And then we're also going to have an evaluation session because we don't have prepared speaking, so there's no individual evaluator, but a meeting, ideally, like what Toastmaster Hans mentioned, there's no such thing as perfect. We're always finding things to learn, to evaluate. So we're going to evaluate by several roles. So I would like to actually call upon our general evaluator, who's going to further explain and introduce the team, because you will learn so much from these people. So I believe the general evaluator is Toastmaster Redika. Is she here? Okay. Should we skip the introduction, or should I let someone from the evaluation?
She is here actually. Hi, Toastmaster Redika.
Wait.
Yeah.
I can't see her name. What is her name? Redika, right?
Yes.
Can you hear my voice?
Oh, there you go. Toastmaster Redika, please.
Okay. Sorry, I was outside, so I cannot open my video at the moment. But I would love to let the sessions, general evaluator sessions. Okay, first and foremost, I would love to all of you guys to know my roles today. I will evaluate the overall meetings and as well the role takers in the meeting today. However, I won't be alone. There will be such of role takers that will help the meeting run smoothly. First one is grammarian. For the grammarian, Toastmaster Prawira, could you please explain your role briefly? Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and also guests. Today, I will take the role as the grammarian. From the name itself, of course, I will listen to all of the speech that all the speakers are going to deliver today, and note down some of the grammatical errors. And I will also give the list of the evaluations by the end of the meeting. not only the grammatical errors, I will also try to note down several good quotes that each speaker might mention today in this meeting. And I will be back at the end of the session, especially the evaluation session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Prau, for explaining your role. Next, we have word word of the day counter, Toastmaster Sanjung. Or Toastmaster Sanjung, could you please explain your role in a brief?
Thank you, Toastmaster. Happy morning, my dearest fellow Toastmasters and to-be Toastmasters. I'm supporting General Evaluator team today to help evaluate how often every speaker say the filler words such as so, like, and this is not for to discourage or feel you such as insecure, but this is for as just evaluation to be the better performance for the next. And every one of you is encouraged to say the word of the day as much as in your speech. And our word of the day is adversity. Adversity, and this is the noun. Please don't forget to say adversity in your speech. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Edika as General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung, for as well explaining your role. And I would love to ask to remind all of you, the participants at the meeting today, to mention our word of the day today, adversity, in between your sentences, whether it be in impromptu speeches or in prepared speech. Oh, but we don't have prepared speakers today, so in your impromptu speeches later on. And next we have another role taker, timer. For the timer, Toastmaster Ulfi, could you explain your role? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight, I will be your timer. So one of the skills Toastmasters practice is expressing a thought within a specific time. So as a timer, my role is to remind all of the speakers how much time they spend on their speech. So as our fellow Toastmasters mentioned before, tonight we will have the table topic session. And for the table topic sessions, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will change my Zoom background to green, meaning you will be qualified for voting today, followed by yellow background, meaning you already passed 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at the end of 2 minutes. So there is the grace time of 30 seconds after I change it to the red background to wrap up your speeches. And that's it. I will come back with my report towards the end of meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Shredika.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ulfi, for explaining your role. Next, last role taker is ballot counter for Toastmaster Yusuf. Could you explain your role as ballot counter?
Yeah. Good evening, you all. My role is now as a ballot counter that those who are eligible for the ballot should be by the time management. It's can be can be yeah, be fought by that I will deliver later. Okay. Back to Redika.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf, for explaining your role. So all the role takers already explained their roles today. I would love to give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting today, Toastmaster Reza. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam GE, Toastmaster Erika. So, fellow Toastmasters, motivators, you have heard what these people who are taking roles tonight are going to do. Please take notes when they deliver the report, because you'll never know what kind of insights or knowledge that you can actually learn by the end of the meeting. So before proceeding to the table topic session, I would like to just clarify, after we have evaluation, ideally the session will be given back to the club president to be closed. But special tonight, we're going to have an installation for the new executive committee. Executive committee are the people within the organization of the club that will take care of members and help members along the way for the next one term, for like 1 year. So there you go. Those are the agenda. Just a quick reminder that the word of the day is adversity. The first time I learned this word when I watched Mulan. There's a quote saying that the flower that blooms in adversity is the most beautiful. And then tonight's theme is resilience. So show us that, let's just show to each other that we are resilient tonight. Okay, I think that I'm late for 1 minute. Moving on, I will give the control to the table topic master to open the session. Toastmaster Hans, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Reza, for opening the session. So, as a table topic master, I will conduct the table topic session, of course, self-explanatory. For this table topic, it is an impromptu speech where any one of you guys can deliver a speech here. I have prepared 11 topics, and we don't need to pick numbers. So we will run in order. So if you guys want to participate in table topic, please put your name in the chat box as per your speaking order. I've put the number, you can put your name in the chat box, which number. So we will start running through the table topics from the first speaker. Why I run this in order? Basically, in typical table topic session, you can volunteer yourself by raising hand or put your name in the chat box, and we will pick you up. For example, if I pick Toastmaster Reza, and or he volunteered himself, okay, and I will pick him, and then I will show the options of number available, and he will choose the number. And from the number, it is just like rolling the dice, and voila, I will reveal the topic, and Toastmaster Reza has to respond the topic as a speech within 1 until 2 minutes, as the time limit is mentioned. Oh, Gabriel has chosen number 8. Okay, doesn't want to be the first. It's okay. Anyone who wants to be the first. By the way, before perhaps I will give another explanation about resilience. I give you 2 definitions. First is from the dictionary, from Oxford Language. It's the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness. For example, when we have certain problems or adversities, perhaps we fail to deliver something in our work, how can we recover from that condition? The second definition is the ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape or elasticity. Imagine like a big balloon that if we punch it and it bounces back into the standing position. That's the definition from the dictionary. Of course, we refer the number 1 because we talk about mental resilience mostly. And how about the definition from psychological aspect? This is from American Psychological Association dictionary. It is the process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility, and adjustment to external and internal demands. And dominant factors among them are how do we view and engage with the world, the quality of social resources, and coping strategies. So, and they believe that resilience can be cultivated and practiced. So it is not a thing or trait that is born within us. So we don't say that resilience is an inborn talent. No, we can cultivate and practice resilience. So there are. Okay, we have few speakers, and thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Asa, to be the first speaker. So, hi Toastmaster Asa, are you ready to take number 1?
Yes, I'm ready, but is that okay? Turn off my video since I'm not, it's not, how can I
Okay,
say?
that is
Something not supporting for my video. Yeah.
that's totally okay. So let's move to the number 1. So it is for you. Topic number 1. Is resilience important for you, and why?
Oh, okay. Talking about really resilience. First of all, I want to ask you, Toastmaster, oh my, Hans, what do you think about resilience?
Wow, thank you. Resilience is a capacity, mental capacity for us to bounce back from difficult situation.
Okay, so the questions, is that important for us or not? Yeah. Since we are just a human, I think it's really important to know our capacity to take rest, to manage our mental health as well. Yeah, it's also there's a lot of factors that cause a lot of things that probably can cause break mental health, like down mental health. Since we are adulting, we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of target in our work. So I think it's really important to us to provide our time to ourselves, to have a certain time to mindfulness, right? So it's really, if we have a lot of tight schedules, we used to do that for like routine. We used to spend our time for our routine jobs in our work. So yeah, it's like for a simple for if I can simplify, we as a human, we are just like a phone. We need time to recharge, right? To recharge, we have a capacity of like our battery of our brain. It has a limit. Yeah, it has a limit. So yeah, it's really important to us to have really resilience. Anyway, is that out of the context or not?
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Asa. So your point is mostly about recharge, because yes, we need a capacity to recharge as a human.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Asa, and thank you for making the speech interactive, because we have question and answer within the speech. Great. Although it is not mandatory, but yes.
Thank
Now,
you.
anyone wants to try the number 2? Actually, I try to make these table topics in order because I arrange the topic, so we try to go deeper about resilience and try to understand better. Anyone wants to try number 2 and number 3 before we move to the soon to be Toastmaster Virus for the number 4. Or should I pick someone? Perhaps Toastmaster Nanda wants to try number 2.
Yes, Toastmaster Hans.
Okay. So
Hmm?
here is for you, number 2. Do you think that younger generation lacks resilience? You can redefine what kind of younger generation. Is it like different generation, like Gen Z, or is it anyone who are younger than you? Feel free to define the younger generation and the resilience. No right or wrong, you can specify.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
opinion.
So, wait a moment, yeah. Let me think first. So, do you think that younger generation lack of resilience? I think I cannot say yes. It's adversity. It's adversity to say the young generation lack of resilience because we face a different obstacles in life. So I think, example as a millennials, me. Perhaps in my young age, I didn't face technology as much as Gen Z. That's why the obstacle might be different. I could be tough because my teacher taught me strictly. They would mad, they would shout me if I did mistakes. And there was no social media to share what I was feeling, how unfair it is to make mistake and then got scolded by teacher. And now the Gen Z can do that. That's why I think it's not because the Gen Z lack of resilience, but it's adversity to them to face the same thing as me. We need to grow up. We need to upgrade our life, ourselves, even our knowledge, and even our behavior. I think that's all from me. And back to TTM. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda. So different generation, different challenge. That's why we can't specify, oh, they lack resilience because we face different things.
Yes.
Yes, I can relate. We are both late millennials. And next, anyone wants to try number 3? Or should we pick someone? Or you can volunteer yourself, guys. Feel free. There are 15 people here, so most of us will be picked with only 11 topics. But no worries. We try to develop our opinion together. Anyone? Perhaps Muhammad Rifki Chairin wants to try.
Okay. I just joined and I didn't really know what's going on here. Can you tell me?
Okay. No worries. I can tell you. So basically, well, we are in the table topic session where any one of us can deliver impromptu speech within 1 until 2 minutes. Within the time limit as specified here. Minimum speaking time is 1 minute. Maximum is 2.5 minutes. After that, you will be disqualified for voting. But no worries, you will not be kicked out of this room because the disqualification is for the voting session later on. We talk about resilience as the theme for tonight. And the exact topic will be revealed on the spot. For example, the first speaker, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Asa, this is her topic. Is resilience important for you? Why? She had delivered her opinion. And the second topic, right before you, is delivered by Toastmaster Nanda about this. Do you think that younger generation lacks resilience? Do you want to try the topic number 3?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. So, of course, it is about resilience. The topic is this: resilience versus hostile culture. Before we continue, have you ever heard the term hostile culture?
I only understand the hustle only.
Yeah,
But
it's okay.
I didn't really get the context of hustle culture.
Basically, hostile culture is a culture where we glorify the hardworking or effort. So even we sacrifice our well-being, our personal life, because we are focused on work that much. So in terms of professional work, how can we differentiate between resilience versus hostile culture? Previously, we have heard that resilience is important, but how, in terms of work, how can we develop our resilience without being trapped into hostile culture?
Okay, so I'll start from now.
If you are ready, but if you are not, you can ask for another explanation.
Oh, okay.
Feel free.
Can I get a little bit more context about resilience?
Okay, so the resilience is about mental resilience, process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experience. Let's specify in terms of professional life. For example, you get a challenging task from your boss, or you need to do it, finish it in a short time. So how can you differentiate between resilience and hostile culture?
Okay, I'm gonna think a little bit and then I'll start. Okay, let me start. First of all, I think because I'm a student at a chemistry major right now, resilience is kind of something that close to me because it is not hard to go into college and then try to survive at the certainty levels, but we tried as much as we can to meeting the deadline of our homework and then try to accomplish something in other field than academics, and then also try to give people as a student in college, and all of the things and related to resilience is kind of I mean, it's important to live day by day and try to get up in the morning and then you can start where you left off, or you can start new and then try to improve it day by day. And then resilience is important because it is how we to adapt to every day, every our activities, and then every situation that's been going on in our life, and then surrounded by them, and we try to keep up with things, and then yeah, at the end of the day we're gonna accomplish something if it's only 1% as a day before. And then so if a hustle culture is gonna glorify the struggle to accomplish something, I mean, we are always facing a different problems, and then we each other don't know how difficult it is for someone to go through something. And I mean, if two people experience the same thing, it is always gonna feel different amongst them. And then it is kind of, I mean, for me it is a hustle culture. For me it's not tolerable because it is kind of weird to make yourself feel so sad, the saddest person in the world. So I think that's my opinion about that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Rifki. We have got your point that by appreciating day-to-day progress, yeah, although even that's 1%, that is already resilience, rather than we focus on the struggle or working too hard, but let's cherish the progress. And even you can relate, although you are still a student right now. Your major is chemistry. Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Rifki. By the way, in terms of chemistry, I've ever heard about catalyst. Well, oh, sorry, no. I just want to try how to connect those concepts into resilience, but I don't get it. Sorry. So next we have soon to be Toastmaster Virus. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Virus. Are you ready for the topic number 4? Still about comparison of resilience, but now compare it to toxic positivity. Have you ever heard about this term, toxic positivity?
I think you can explain more about toxic positivity, please. Thank you.
Okay, toxic positivity is a condition where we abandon all the negative emotion. For example, I feel sad because I failed in my latest assignment at work, but I respond by, oh, just be happy, just forget it, just forget all the negative emotion, just be positive. That is kind of toxic positivity. We need to be positive, but not in this toxic positivity ways where we invalidate our emotion. So how can we differentiate between resilience and toxic positivity?
So I think in my opinion is that first thing first, we need to consider that resilience comes with adversity. Without adversity, there will be no resilience. When it is about toxic positivity, I think it's about coping mechanism of a person on how they can view a certain thing. For example, when you're seeing a failure in your work place, and you use the point of view of toxic positivity, then I think it's relatable. I mean, it's quite okay. Being positive is actually an antecedent of being resilient. Being overly positive is, I think it's okay rather than it's being not, because sometimes people perceive toxic positivity from the point of view of other people. For example, if I'm saying that, oh, it's okay, you don't have to be sad about it, you don't have to cry about it, just move on. It is the point of view of a certain person towards the other person. But if it is in ourselves, I don't think that toxic positivity can happen. I think it's an overly positive, but it's actually an antecedent of resilience. So it is actually a good buffer for adversity that we have already experienced. For example, as you have already mentioned about a failure, I don't think that toxic positivity apply in for a personal, but if it is for your friend or even your family, then it can occur. So that you need to tone it down about your positivity and try to recognize about their adversity. Oh yeah, another point is that empathy is also a good point. So for example, if you empathize other people, it can boost their resilience toward other adversity. That can be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Virus. Your key point, I think it's about recognizing the condition, yeah.
Yeah, I
because yes, because everyone conditions can be different. So let's recognize and empathize, and build resilience together by recognizing the adversity. Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Virus. Next, we will have Toastmaster Sanjung. Hi, Toastmaster Sanjung.
Hi, Toastmaster Hansel.
So for you, this topic number 5. How can we reap benefits from resilience? We have talked about the definition, how can we differentiate between another misleading term. So now, how can we reap benefits from resilience?
Okay, if I said about resilience, I have a cause meaning such to the toughness action. When we face the condition that harder in the future, but if we experience the resilience previously, that's the benefit that I could reap, I think. Resilience pressures us to be the one who be the wiser or be the one who evaluate what is the mistake from our previous life. So we can reap the positive benefits from the resilience, because in life we always find the difficulties before we get the goal or the thing that we want, because nothing worth it comes easy. If we want to take something that different from other, we should make an action that other people didn't do, or the thing that we have never experienced before to do it. So resilience play a role in our life thoroughly. It's from me, Toastmaster Hansel.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sanjung. Your key point is about resilience give us wisdom to rethink about the perspective, right? Yeah. Right. Makes us wiser when we face particular problem.
Yeah, because it's practice us to be the one who would like to resolve about our problem in the next.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sanjung. So we have heard about the benefits of resilience. Now, let's go deeper. The next speaker is soon to be Toastmaster Vera. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Vera. Are you ready for the topic number 6? Tell us your experience of being resilient. It can be in any terms.
Okay.
Professional, personal, or anything.
All right. Dealing with resilience. I try my best to explain to you, right? When you face some sort of trouble, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whether it's in your work, whether it's in your daily life, including your family life, you got 3 things to do. The first one is you face it. And then you try to be creative to survive from those problems that occur. And then the third one, you have to be creative to find ways to get out of those problems in a very good way. So you would have to have plan A, plan B, and plan C. If plan A doesn't work, then do plan B. If plan B doesn't work, do plan C. But you have to make sure that you have goals to reach to get out of that problem. So in terms of adversity and resilience, everyone have in themselves the ability to adapt in any situation. And these situations can be easy or difficult according to how they think about it. So it's only a matter of mindset. Big problems can be smaller if they think it's small, but small problems can be big if they think it's big. So it depends on us how to react on it or to respond on it, and whether we can fly, stay away from it, or we can face it. But the best thing is we can face it with our open-minded, and we look for something new, we learn something new, and then in the end, we practice what we have learned. So I think everyone in every generation can also have their abilities to deal with every problem in a good way, as long as they know what they want in life. When they know what they want in life, I know who myself is and how to make my dreams come true. What is my final goals in life? The way to go for that goal will show up by themselves. That's it. Back to you.
Thank you.
Hans.
Thank you very much, Suntubi Toastmaster Vera. Wow, you craft your ideas from creativity and then mindset, and also deal with it because we have specific goals. Thank you for sharing your opinion.
Thank you for the time you gave me.
By the way, regarding this, so we stick to the goal. We can change the plan, but we stick to the goal. Yeah, that's
it.
Resilience. Yes. Thank you very much, Suntubi Toastmaster Vera. And after we have heard this opinion from Toastmaster Vera about being resilient, next we will have Toastmaster Yusuf. Surprisingly, I think this is suitable for you, Toastmaster Yusuf, the topic number 7. We have discussed it in the last weekend, I think. Does physical health impact resilience?
Yep.
And why?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Does physical
health.
Yeah, slide, sorry.
Oh, wait.
Oh, physical health impact resilience and why? Okay. Well, physical health impact resilience and why? Okay. Sometimes we have to overcome difficulties in case also about our health condition, and we must be resilient in this.
Beban ini sepertinya. Sorry, Toastmaster Asa, you are on mute.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Back to the topic. To overcome difficulties, adversity, including the health adversity, we must be resilient. But we have no mistake. Sometimes resilience is also misrepresented as stubborn, even though that we are reprimanded by circumstances. I will tell you about my situation that about the health condition that I have a really high cholesterol level, and then I think that I can get through it. I feel so healthy about it, no matter how high my cholesterol level is. But then I think it is misunderstood because the high cholesterol level is quite what's called quite dangerous. Even though that I feel nothing. I feel no problem with my health. So that in my opinion and my experience about this situation is that health condition should be represented by the what's called lifestyle, good lifestyle, and also have to maintain our life, food, and so many things. Back to Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yusuf, for telling your experience. And yes, we can relate too, because maintaining healthy lifestyle is also a demonstration of resilience. Yeah, and it can benefit us later because we can gain more and more resilience if we are healthy. So let's explore more regarding resilience. Toastmaster Gabe, are you ready?
Okay.
Topic number 8 for you. Do we need social support system to build resilience, and why? Previously, we have talked about physical health to build resilience. Now, social support system.
Can you explain more about social support system?
For example, you can have any person to talk to when you have adversity. You can unload some emotional baggage to that person, or you can also ask for advice to keep you on track. That's the kind of social support system.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let me start. So I want to explain about whether there's a connections and whether we really need to have a social support system to support these resilience. First, in the social support system itself, I think it also depends on the way people characteristic are. For example, if you are an extrovert or people that really wants to open, and you can need a social support system that requires people. For example, you need to have people, or for example, your mother or your family or your friends, so you can talk to them when you get setback. You can talk to them and they can support you. Oh, it's okay, Gab, it's okay. You, and then you can do this, and then so on. You can do that. Or maybe if you are alone, you can write a diary or something. At least, yes, you have this needs social support system just to support. Or if one day there's a adversity that and you need to bounce back, yeah, at least this is the support that you need. And how the support system itself, it's also depend on what type of person that you are. So if you are a social person, you can have social support system from many people, your family, friends. And then if you are alone, you can also have your own. For example, you have your own monitoring, you have your own journal, you have your own diary or anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Gabriel, for wrapping up your thoughts and concept about this. So we start with being aware of ourselves, what kind of coping mechanism that we have. Everyone may be different. Everyone may have different ways to build support system, and let's utilize that kind of support system. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Gabriel. By the way, we can also be a good support system here because we are a community of like-minded people with growth mindset. You know, guys, sometimes for me, when I feel burnt out, just by seeing you guys here, it recharges me actually. Because I look back at why am I here? Because I need to build more and more communities to develop themselves in terms of public speaking and leadership. And also, I need to build my portfolio too. And thank you very much for being here, guys, because you recharge me too. And we can do it reciprocally. Yeah, two ways. And next, we have soon to be Toastmaster Ekawati. Are you ready to have the next topic? Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Ekawati. Topic number 9 is for you. Can we develop specific habits to build resilience? You can use your opinion or your experience, anything. I can't hear you well. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Ekawati. Okay.
Mr. Hans, can you explain me about develop specific habits? Maybe it's like a hardworking or try hard.
You can
Something?
mention any kind of habits to build resilience. Perhaps even small habits like being disciplined to wake up in the morning or to write your to-do list. That's also specific habits that can be used to build resilience. Or, for example, working out at the gym, that's also habits to build resilience because you want to push yourself for a healthier body. Or it can be in other terms. For example, resilience to shape your skills and so on. Feel free to mention any kind of habits that perhaps relatable to you.
Okay, maybe from my opinion, for develop specific habits to build resilience, I think we can take the responsibility. Yes, first, we can I'm sorry, I don't really take the responsibility and hardworking and try to improve our skill. I think that's for me.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Ekawati. So, to wrap up, take responsibility, hardworking, and the last
Improve
one, sorry,
our skill.
Improve our skills. By the way, is there any relatable experience regarding this? Perhaps if you remember from your experience, oh, I remember I built this kind of skills or this kind of responsibility. Feel free to tell.
I think I don't really have any experience about it, but more and more we study, we can reach it. We can.
I see. Thank you very much. That's part of experience too when we are studying, yeah?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Hans.
Yes, you're welcome. Actually, resilience is everywhere. Even sometimes if we don't realize it, I don't think that I practiced resilience in my day. But actually, we have practiced it when we were studying earlier back in our school. That's just example. Okay, and we still have 2 more topics. Anyone, guys? Perhaps Toastmaster Reza wants to try.
Sure.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Reza. So this is for you. The topic number 10. How do you use resilience to pursue your goals?
Who's the timer? Sorry.
Toastmaster Ulfi is the timer.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Toastmaster Hans. Fellow motivators, fellow Toastmasters, and to be Toastmasters, how do we use resilience to pursue our goal? For me, this is actually a trick question because we don't use resilience when we want to pursue our goals. Resilience is not something that we plan. Resilience is something that we need to sustain. Most of the time, resilience is a very simple way to do. If you ask yourself how to be resilient, it's very easy to be answered. What's hard is to actually implement the resilience. There are so many external factors. For example, laziness, unscheduled meetings, for example, mood, or great films to catch up, for example. There are too many things that could distract us. And let's face it, even during the pandemic, when we thought that we're going to be isolated, turns out we are more connected than ever because it's easily connected through just one click away through your phone. So it's very easy to maintain or to know how to be resilient to pursue your goal. What's hard is to actually do it because there's no secret recipe on how to make yourself or ourselves to be resilient. If we know our goals and if we believe that we are able to pursue that and we want to do whatever it takes to make it happen, we will make it happen no matter how. For example, just coming to Jakarta Motivators or your club meetings, for example, that's just one resilient thing that you have to do. How are you going to do that? Show up. Over to you, Toastmaster Hansel.
Wow, thank you very much, Toastmaster Reza. So no secret recipe? Yes.
That's according to my opinion.
No particular formula because the adversity may occur anytime, so face it, yeah. Amazing, thank you very much. And now the last topic, anyone who wants to conclude this table topic session. Perhaps soon to be Toastmaster Zaki wants to try the last topic.
Hello, me, Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Maybe my camera doesn't work, yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Is that okay? but rest assured, I'm an actual person.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So this is my first time here. So if I'm not very familiar with our cadence, please forgive me, lah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So sorry, what's the 11th topic?
The topic for you is this number 11. After listening to this session, we have heard a lot of opinions. What do you want to do to build resilience?
Okay. I think we've heard a lot of very, very good inputs today, tonight, lah, yeah. We've heard about things like toxic positivity. We've heard about how resilience can affect your health and vice versa. But I think building resilience is about mostly about experiencing failures, lah, right? There is no way that you can build resilience if you have never faced failure. So the number one thing is to have a social support system, right? Or even a family that that encourages and celebrates failure as much as we celebrate success. So because the key, I think, is to condition the person, right, to actually accept that failure is an opportunity to learn rather than something that is to be ashamed about. And personally, if I look at around today, I might be one of the older ones lah, yeah. So I've been through a lot of failures, and I'm very lucky lah, I suppose, because I come from a family who I wouldn't say celebrate failures lah, but tolerate failure. That's what I would say. My father and my mother are the type of person who their message to me has always been, do your best. That try to reach your potential, right? Don't overdo it. If you work to your best potential but you still fail, don't feel too down about it, because failure. I think the problem is a lot of people think of failure as their fault, right? Failure can be due to a lot of factors, external factor, internal factor. And the key, I think, is to have emotional, the ability to identify what emotions we have, right, whenever we face a failure. Try to take a step back, right, and try to understand how you feel about failure, because it's important. I think we touched a bit about toxic positivity earlier, right? I think what it meant was toxic positivity is the practice to try to push away negative feelings. We shouldn't. Negative feeling is something powerful that we can weaponize. As long as you understand why we are feeling that way, then we can do something about it. Yeah. So sorry if I have a bit like, but basically, I would think to be resilient, you have got to be able to accept failures, accept that failure is not really a fault, right? It's not anyone's fault. It's just something that happens, and yeah, it's how we evolve, right? As human also. How we came to be what we are today, right, as human, for those who believe in the theory of evolution, is through what we call selection of the survival of the fittest, right? That means, it means the ability to learn from mistakes and try not to repeat that same mistake. Yeah, that's all from me. Over back to you, Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmaster Zaki, for your key message. To build supports, to have support system, and also to accept failure as opportunity to learn. Thank you very much. And for all participants who gave various insightful opinions regarding resilience. Well, so let's build resilience. By the way, is there anyone here from psychology background or neuroscience or some kind of that things, or medical?
Toastmaster Sanjung.
Oh.
No, I'm from IT, Reza.
But you are learning machine learning or artificial intelligence. Is that similar?
This learning just learning and practice from the data that we grab previously, but the core of the machine learning we learn is not based on my sense, but the machine is learned from the data training that we set. But we need, I think, like doctor or what is psychologist doctor, psychiatrist ya. And as I know, background Reza is health as well, but for his college, not for his current job.
Okay, by the way, we will continue this after timer report and voting session. It's okay. So, Toastmaster Ulfi, could you please inform the timer report?
Okay, thank you everyone for delivering their speeches. And I'm back with my report. I'm happy to say that all of the speakers and evaluators, all the speakers only have qualified for voting today, except guest Muhammad Rifki, guest Ekawati, and guest Muhammad Zaki. And hence they are disqualified for voting. Thank you. That's all from me. Back to Toastmasters Hans.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ulfi. It's okay if for you guys who have overtime, as we remember, we accept failure as an opportunity to learn, to utilize our time. And now, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry, Toastmaster Ulfi, could you repeat it again? Who is eligible for the voting? All of them, or
everyone except Muhammad Rifki, Ekawati, and Muhammad Zaki.
Okay.
Okay, so Toastmaster Yusuf is preparing the voting link. By the way, in the meantime, let's continue the discussion about the resilience. By the way, I want to ask about the psychology or medical background because it is highly related. And I think it will be much better if we hear their opinion because it is scientifically backed and I don't really have capacity to explain more about that. But I like to share one podcast that shares a lot of things about resilience, science of pursuing goals, building habits. But it is very long. I mean, a single podcast can last more than 90 minutes. Oh, we also have, okay, the voting session and the voting link is ready. So please vote your favorite table topic speaker, guys. By the way, we also have, another expertise here, soon to be Toastmaster Vera. Wow. Could you please tell us about your background and how could you relate with this resilience, soon to be Toastmaster Vera?
Hello again. I have to put my phone on the right place. Hello again, everyone. I am a hypnotherapist, certified, and I also learned a little bit about cybernetics, neuro-linguistic programming, and also a bit of psychology. So this topic is very related to how people adapt to obstacles that comes into their lives. One person could react differently from other person with the same situation according to their paradigm, because our subconscious is highly related to how we interact with our environment, but also the reaction or response depends on the data that is already put in our brain, also in our subconscious. And those data comes from the paradigm, the data that we collect from our childhood up to our adult years, up to today. So everyone above 25 years old were considered not to have a very flexible adaptability to the obstacles that comes into their lives because they don't want to learn more. But for those who always learn more, let's say 30 minutes a day, read a book or join Toastmasters like this and gain more information from people, they can also know how to respond to obstacles and problems wisely. I come from a IT background. I graduated from university as an engineer in programming. There are some similarities between the computer and our brain in responding to the situation that comes. Let's say like this. Computer only responds to whatever input we gave to the computer, and they process it in a central processing unit. The same thing happens to us as a human being. Whatever happened around us, we take the input from 5 senses. 1, from the auditory, 2nd, from the vision, 3rd, from the kinesthetic, including the olfactory and the gustatory. So from those 3 kinds of input, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, we collect data from the environment, and then we make solutions, plan A, plan B, plan C, according to the data that we have from years behind us. So I say everyone have the ability to adapt, or in this term, adversity quotient. There's a book by one of the doctors in the United States, Dr. Paul G. Stoltz, that says that he wrote about adversity quotient. And in that book, everyone have the same capability to deal with all obstacles they have in their life, as long as they have one thing. They know their goals in life. So everyone, in this time, I want to let you all realize that we are here in this world with a purpose. God created us with a purpose, and keep that purpose as your goals in life. That's it. Back to you, Toastmaster Hans.
Wow, thank you very much, Soon-to-be Toastmaster
See,
Vera.
Paul G. Stoltz, adversity quotient.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
That's a very quick reaction you have.
Yeah, the benefit of having multi monitors. Yeah, I can Google from the other monitor.
Okay, very good.
By the way, can we close the voting session, Toastmaster
Yes,
Yusuf?
please.
Or perhaps if we have.
I think we have to wait for more vote to come.
If
Come
we
on.
have like 8 votes or 9 votes,
Yeah.
I think that's enough.
It's just 7 votes. Come on.
Come on,
Come
guys.
on.
Yo.
Just vote. Or otherwise, I can close it now.
Well, already, how many votes currently? Still 7.
No, it's 8.
8, okay lah.
Okay.
Cincai lah ya. Okay. So thank you very much, guys, for having the table topic session. By the way, let's have a photo together. Could you please turn on your camera? And after this, we still have evaluation session and also installation of executive committee. So stay with us and enjoy. Are you ready to take photo, guys? Let's take twice, yeah? Okay, this is our first pose. Hold your position in 3, 2, 1, okay. And next, for the second pose, are you ready, guys? Hold your position in 3, 2, 1, okay. Okay, thank you very much, guys. And now let's move to the evaluation session. Ah, by the way, okay. That will be led by our general evaluator, Toastmaster Redika. The time is yours.
Guys, hear my voice? Okay, so we jump to the last sessions, evaluation sessions, and since we don't have prepared speakers today, so we can directly go to the role taker reports. First, we have grammarian report. So for the grammarian, you can report your grammatical inaccuracy findings and probably as well some beautiful phrases that you record today. So for Toastmaster Pro, are you ready to deliver your report?
By the way, he said he will be right back in 5 minutes. So can we shift to another one, Ahwat first, perhaps?
Okay, so we go to the next role first then for word of the day counter. Are you ready to deliver your report first before we switch back to grammarian? The word of the day counter. Are you ready, Toastmaster Sanjung?
You're still mute, Sanjung.
Okay. So
Hi, good morning. Let me share my report as and word of the counter is adversity. This is the remark that as the icon that I put, green is 0 to 5 and orange 6 to 10 and more than 10 is blue. And here's my report, and this is just our for learning experience to be the better in our next speech performance. And thank you to Toastmaster Nanda, soon to be Toastmaster Vera, Toastmaster Yusuf, that mention adversity in your speech. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't have any other speakers that mention adversity. Only Toastmaster Nanda, soon to be Toastmaster Vera, Toastmaster Yusuf, and hopefully my apology if I miss for those who mentioned, because I have a unstable connection. And that's all the report from me. Back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Redika. Hello, Toastmaster Redika, over to you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung, and thank you for your report as well. Next role taker, we can go back to grammarian then. Toastmaster Pro, are you ready to deliver your report?
Yeah. Sorry, I just get back. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm using I'm trying this filter because turns out I don't know, my light cannot set the background, so I set an avatar. Yeah.
Why you look like that? I mean, like you appear in animation instead of like a real person. So do you use like some sort of
I
application?
disguise myself as a wolf today.
Okay. So I wonder how you do it, but well then, okay. You can deliver your report.
Thank you, Redika as General Evaluator. So Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I I'm going to give a report that turns out my report for tonight mostly have more beautiful quotes than the grammatical errors itself. I'm not sure whether I was distracted with the beautiful quotes instead of try to find out the grammatical errors, or you might also did not mention any grammatical errors for tonight. Okay, so we start with the not just the grammatical error, but maybe like pronunciations. Yeah. So the first one, I heard one of the speaker mention about the teacher taught me strictly. I'm not really sure what does that mean, but I think the speaker means to have this sentence. The teacher taught me strictly. So strictly and strictly, of course, different, but what I heard is strike, like striking, not strict like really strict, okay, like a rule, yeah, strict rules, yeah. So the teacher taught me strictly. That's probably should be the correct one. And then the second one, if you want to close your speech or your sentence, which one is the correct one? Is it that's all for me or that's all from me? So if you mention that's all for me, I never heard about it, but maybe the correct implementations for that's all for me is when you listen to something. But when you deliver a speech, when you are the speaker, you need to say that's all from me. So that's what I could notice during all the table topic sessions. And now let's move to some of the beautiful quotes that I captured. So the first one, I would like to acknowledge this speaker. If you empathize other people, you can boost their resilience. This quotes come from guest Virus. Wow, such a really, really good quote, yeah. And then the second one, nothing work comes easy. This comes from Visiting Toastmasters Sanjung. And the third one, you have to be creative to find a way out of your problem, from our guest, Vera. And last one, what I could capture is resilience is something that we need to sustain, from Visiting Toastmasters Reza. Yeah, congratulations. So that's what I could report for tonight as a grammarian. And I will give the control back to the general evaluator. Thank you. Toastmasters Redika, SAG.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prao, for delivering your report. So we learned a great deal from his report today, and hopefully the next time around we won't make the same mistakes again. So it's my turn to deliver an evaluations in regards to the meeting today. I don't have much to say, to be honest, because first and foremost, it's already run well, smoothly. Everyone participated in each sessions, and I can also tell that everyone engaged well, and especially in table topic sessions, everyone seemed to enjoy it, and as well, don't hesitate to utter, to convey, to give their opinions related to the chosen topics. So I think that itself is already a great point, and the things that need to be improved as well to keep up for the next meeting. The excellency of the meeting, I think, it's already great. So that's all that I can say. And about role takers, everyone delivered the report comprehensively. We learn a lot, especially in grammars and as well word of the day counter. At least we can we can evaluate ourselves and improve ourselves the next time where we have a chance to deliver impromptu speakers or prepare speakers. We want, hopefully, won't make the same errors. So that's all. Basically, everything ran well. It's great already. That's all for me as a junior evaluator today. So back to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Reza.
Thank you, Madam GE. For a second, I forgot that I'm the Toastmaster of the meeting. I always tend to do that. Okay, we have heard the evaluation session. We have taken pictures and we have enjoyed the table topic. I think right now is the time for the announcement of the favorite table topic speakers. So usually in Jakarta Motivator, who's announcing it? Is it GE or Tom?
The ballot counter.
Okay, so I'm calling ballot counter to announce. Okay, cool. So I would like to ask our ballot counter, Toastmaster Yusuf, right, to announce the favorite speaker of the night.
Yep. Thank you, Toastmaster Reza. That our today winner or favorite table topic speaker are there are three favorite table topic speaker: Virus, Sanjung, and Vera, who got same vote. And congratulations for.
Do we want to take pictures for the winners?
Yeah.
Okay, can the Zoom host, Mark, soon to be Toastmaster Vera and Toastmaster Sanjung? Okay, there you go. Who's going to take picture?
Yeah.
Let me take them at
Fantastic.
once. Yeah. Are you ready, guys? In 3, 2, 1, hold your position. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, favorite table topic speakers. For those of you who have performed, don't be discouraged, because the fact that you have performed, you are able to overcome adversity and prove that you're resilient tonight. After all, table topic is not about winning or losing, but it's about having fun and being spontaneous. Okay, now I would like to actually transition my face from the Toastmaster of the meeting to the Exco installer, because the next agenda is the new Exco installation. So let's just make time more efficient before 9:30. So fellow Toastmaster motivators, right now we're going to install incoming Excos of Jakarta Motivators. My name is Reza, and I'm currently serving as the area director of J2, part of Division J, District 87 of Toastmasters International. I'm here to install the officers of Jakarta Motivators and to prepare them for the challenge that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. Ideally, I will ask each officer to hold the gavel as a symbol of leadership. But since we're still online, when I call the name and the position or the role of the Exco, I would need you first to open your camera and to put your right hand on your chest as the symbol of replacing the gavel in itself. I will briefly explain your role and ask whether you will perform the duties, to which you respond as, yes, I will. If there's Exco who's not coming tonight, we hope to make a symbol and just to install them remotely. Okay, are we ready to install the new Exco? Can everyone unmute their microphone and say, show your excitement? Are we ready to install the new Exco, everyone?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes, because that's the only right answer. You cannot go back. Okay, so the first role that I'm calling is Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Yusuf Suryadin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go, Toastmaster Yusuf. So, Toastmaster Yusuf, as a Surgeon at Arms, you have responsibility to maintain the operation of the meeting in the D-Day, and during online meeting, you would need to ensure the Zoom meeting is scheduled, secured, opened, maintain the efficacy of the meeting till the end. Will you perform these duties?
I do.
And can you show, yes, there you go. Thank you. Thank you so much, Master Yusuf.
Welcome.
Next, I would like to check if we have our treasurer, distinguished Master Wardiman.
Not here.
Okay, let's just proceed to the next role. I would like to call, do we have our secretary, Toastmaster Sartika?
Also not here because of work agenda.
That's okay. Now let's call upon our VPPR, Toastmaster Nanda, who I believe is here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Toastmaster Nanda, can you open your camera? Fantastic. Now, Toastmaster Nanda, as a Vice President of Public Relations, you have responsibility to develop and direct program that inform individual members and the general public about Toastmasters International and Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters activities. Will you perform these duties?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda. And now I would like to call upon our Vice President membership, Toastmaster Gabriel, who I believe is also here. There you go. Okay. Toastmaster Gabriel, as a Vice President of membership of Jakarta Motivators, you will have responsibility to plan and direct programs to retain and increase club membership. Also, serve as one of the club's representatives on area and district council. Will you perform these duties? I'm sorry, I don't think you're audible. Can
Yes, I will.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gabriel. And now I would like to call upon our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Erika. If you can, please open your camera. But if you can't, that's okay. Can you unmute the microphone so that we can hear you? Toastmaster Erika, are you there? She might be AFK. Let's get back. Well, actually, we can skip because the last one is the most substantial part and probably the longest. So let's just proceed to our club president, Toastmaster Hansel. Toastmaster Hansel, can you open your camera and check your audible, whether or not you're audible?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. Now bear with me, the script is longer than any other exco. Toastmaster Hansel, having been elected as the president of Motivator, you are its chief executive officer and are expected to preside at all club meetings and all at regular and special meetings of your executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enable its member to achieve their educational goals. It is also your challenge to see your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Now, please put your right hand in front of your chest as a symbol of the gavel. And you are a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and action of all members with the common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud. Will you, as a club president, Toastmaster Hansel, accept this challenge to perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, it is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed, to which they have been elected. Now, I would like to give the floor to the people who are coming and attending the installation tonight. So, especially the members of Jakarta Motivators, if it's possible, please open your camera and put your right hand on your chest. The growth and the development of the Toastmasters program in Jakarta Motivator Club depends largely upon the action of this group, the club executive. On your honor, as a member of Toastmasters, Jakarta Motivators Club Toastmasters, will you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year? Please answer yes, I will, and put your right hand in front of your chest.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
Fantastic. Okay. Having said that, congratulations, Jakarta Motivators Excos and Jakarta Motivators in general. For the Excos, you are now officially installed. I am looking forward to be working with you. And for the members and everyone attending this installation, please give a round of applause. These are the people who will lead the club in the next term. So very, very exciting. And so I would like to give the control to the club president, Toastmaster Hansel, please.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Reza, our Area J2 director, for installing the new executive committees for the upcoming term that will start on July 1st. So within this weekend, we will start the new term. And also thank you very much for your help and support as Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight. It is a pleasure to be part of Toastmasters International Network, so we can help each other. We can collaborate with other clubs. There are Toastmaster Reza and Toastmaster Sanjung from Essential Toastmasters Club. Thank you for coming here and support us too. We are both part of Area J2. And of course, we will support you in upcoming J2 program. By the way, the closing agenda, let's hear some more comments from guests. Anyone who wants to say like 1 until 3 sentences about how do you feel regarding this whole meeting from tonight? Especially if you want to say something, anyone from guest, perhaps soon to be Toastmaster Asa or soon to be Toastmaster Ekawati, or anyone, or the other, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, soon to be Toastmaster Virus.
Yes, I think I would like to say a little bit. It's my first time joining this kind of event, and I'm glad to share some insight with all of you guys, and I believe it will be beneficial for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, soon to be Toastmaster Virus. And the upcoming agenda from Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club, we will have meeting in the next 2 weeks. So not in the next week, but in the next 2 weeks on July 13th. So we will see you again in the same Zoom room. And stay tuned in our Instagram for more info. Or you can also keep update in our public WhatsApp group. Okay, I will just send to the chat box. Okay. And if you want to be tagged in our Instagram story regarding tonight's session, you can also confirm either to this public chat box, or personally can be to Nanda or to me. Okay. And another agenda also from Essential Toastmasters, we will have meeting tomorrow, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
Okay, we can also support them. They will also install their executive committee tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, right.
You can also send the meeting invitation in this chat box.
Thank you, Sanjung.
Okay, nice. Thank you very much, guys. And it marks the end of this official meeting session. So let us end this official meeting by pressing the stop record button.